And so it'll take a huge day out, now we need to just.
All blurred together.
Thanks.
All right, one of you guys wanna put us on?
Yeah, no, I'll start. Coach, just to start off with. What were some takeaways from the game against Washington, you guys just recently, I know it's a new day, next, we're putting that behind, but maybe something you guys are emphasizing for today.
I thought that we had great bench production, especially with Dom. We keep an offensive and defensive metric as a group, and she was the number one. She was top of both of those metrics, so just very impactful on the defensive end, running the floor, in transition. And I think we have to have that a little bit more of that. Our pace needs to be better. We were getting into late shot clock situations and just not really executing. I think it's important to get into our quick strike and early flow, so that we're operating when defenses aren't set. Yeah, but it was good to see some other production from other players.
Yeah, speaking of Dom, she is continuing to set records, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
100 career points, setting the record for double doubles. You don't really want to get too much in the future, but you just kind of think about the potential of a player like that and how rare that is. Like, what excites you the most about her?
Exactly that she's able to do these things so early. The other thing is that she has Nneka and Ezzy to watch every single day, and for a player like that is very important. Developing a routine and the habits that you're building early on in her career is going to be important because we're going to sustain it, and I know she's going to be amazing. But the longevity is important. So taking care of her body and all those like intangibles that sometimes rookies don't learn because their teams are younger. I think I'm excited about that. And she's very smart. She's just a very smart basketball player, and she wants to be great. So her the will and the want to that you need within this league, and when you play this game, she has it. And she's also very patient and understands the process of it. And I think that's very important for a young player to just actualize and realize in real time. And I think that the building blocks are there, which is really, really cool for her.
Noel, when you guys have had eventually it's now 6 games.
Yeah.
Points. We thinking back when you guys got her, what attracted you to her, and your assessment of her play so far.
Yeah, we were eyeing her in the off season, really, really close to signing her. But think about the injuries that we have had, especially with Jordan Horston. I just wanted to add another physical perimeter defender. And Tiff is able to get in the paint, get to the free throw line. These are things that we need within our offense and our system. She's smart as well. She picked up the concepts fairly quickly coming into this season, just at this point of the season. And the other thing is culture fit. I think that she blends in with the group well. She works really hard. She's low maintenance, and these are the type of things that you want to have in athletes that come into your environment this late. And then now a little bit, just kind of getting her acclimated to the system now, like to see where she can find spots to be aggressive, get downhill, but also where the impact that I wanted her to have is actually on the defensive end. So continue to use her physicality there.
All right, we'll go to Zoom. Bo, go ahead.
Bo's on mute.
There we go. Sorry, it wouldn't let me off it. Coach, Nneka mentioned that the team had sort of lost their identity. From the top down, how do you try and reestablish that moving forward?
Yeah, just taking it day by day, focusing on the things that we have been really good in, and not, and just kind of speaking confidence into the group. I think, as coaches, we're always assessing what we're doing wrong and wanting to improve. But I think with our group, it's important to acknowledge what we've done right up to this point. And Nneka has been super efficient in her scoring and all of those things. She's been who she is. But we need our group to feel confident in their individual skill sets, but also what we can do as a group. So just continuing to pour into that and taking it day by day, simplifying things as well, not overcomplicating our systems, and just finding some things that we can do consistently on the floor on both ends.
All right, Andrew, go ahead.
Thanks as always, Sarah. Just want to ask you, Coach, in terms of those things that you feel you're doing right with your ball pressure being amongst the best in the league, in terms of not only Ezzy being a rim protector and also with how dangerous you are with the screen game and inside the arc, do you feel there are other things that you do right that you've honed on and felt has been consistent so far this season?
Yeah, I think along with our, we do track deflections as always. We want to have about 30 plus a game. That kind of indicates, how active our defense is. I'm trying to think about something you just said. Offensively, when we do, that's what I was gonna think about. Last time when we played Washington, they packed the paint. Like they were at elbows and boxes and sometimes not defending post players, especially Ezzy. So we got to get Ezzy in some action. I think once we find ways to loosen up our players, our perimeter players within our actions through our screening actions, whether they're on ball, off ball, I think that helps us a ton. When we're knocking down open shots, that gives us the confidence that we need as well. And I think that we've done that, pretty consistently when we're moving the ball. So just continuing to, be really, really solid in our offensive system, sharing the ball. And we're generating open shots. I think that's another key thing for us. Now it's just a matter of us knocking it down.
Yeah.
That's okay.
When you look at Connecticut, I feel like the league's been proven anyone can look.
Correct.
So what is it to you that stands out about Connecticut and kind of you feel like makes them dangerous right now?
Yeah, we struggle with physicality and athleticism, and I think that's what Connecticut presents on the perimeter, especially. Sanaa is very physical when Lacan comes into game, and Lacan comes into the game, and when JC's in the game. These are really, really physical defenders who just pursue balls and have a relentless attack about them, a relentless defensive attack. And then, Tina Charles is Tina Charles, like no matter on what night it is. And so that's always, 20 plus points that you have to think about how do you, try to slow her down a little bit. And then once they get confidence, it's like hard to stop them. Now you add Mabry in the mix. That's another efficient or prolific scorer within the league. So I think to me, once you give them the confidence, that becomes like super dangerous along with how they can potentially stop you defensively. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Coach.
Yeah. Thanks.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, yeah. Brendan, I like your glass.